Okay, ignore my face. I had filling done today. How old did you think Adam was when he left the garden, when God sent him out of the garden and he sinned against God? My guess is he was in his 40s. And I chose that number because 40 in the Bible is like a time of testing. And I think they were in the garden for that period of time and they were going through a time of testing and they fail. And if you parallel that with Jesus, when Jesus started his ministry, he was taken into the desert where he fasted for 40 days. And he also went through a time of testing with Satan, which he was triumphant. And Jesus is the second Adam. So I just parallel the two. Also, Adam, he was 130 when he had Seth. So we know the time frame between him being created and having kids was short, 130 years. And Seth wasn't his first child. So I'm thinking that, well, there was Abel and Cain before Seth, but they also had other kids, and I don't know how many kids they had in between or even before Abel and Cain. No, it's was it Cain was the first one or Abel? I feel like Cain was the first one. Blah blah blah. I can't find it. Anyways, I don't know how many kids they had in between Cain and Abel and Seth. And only mentioned those three, but it also said they had other kids, right? So my guess is 40. I don't know what your guess is. It's pretty obvious that they didn't spend a whole lot of time in the garden before the fall happened, right? If Seth came when Adam was 130 years and they had kids prior to that, and I'm assuming there was a gap in between because they rejoiced when God finally allowed them to have kids. It says in verse 4, Cain made love to his wife Eve, and she became pregnant and gave birth to Cain. So Cain was first. She said, with the help of the Lord, I have brought forth a man. Later, she gave birth to his brother Abel. And we don't know how later that is, right? Anyways, if you have a guess, throw it out there. It would be interesting to know what people are thinking.